Hello there, Pisces. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for the full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer, January 10th, 2020. This is a beautiful reading that we've been doing. They've all been really, really strong. You are the last one, but certainly not the least one, Pisces, on the list. So I'm just letting you know, all the other signs, a lot of really strong messages have been coming through, and I'm sure you'll be no exception to that. First, a few quick notes before we get started. This is a general reading that will not resonate with every single Pisces out there. So the messages that do make sense and resonate with you, those are meant for you. If they don't make sense to you or resonate with you, kick them on out to another Pisces. This is mostly going to resonate with Pisces Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs. So check your personal natal chart to see what placements you have in your chart, because if this one doesn't particularly resonate, you could be a Pisces with a lot of fire signs or earth signs in your chart. And so, check it out. Like if you have Venus in Capricorn, go watch the Capricorn video. That'll give you good messages about love, etc. Also, all Pisces cross-watchers are welcome to join us. If you're interested in a personal reading or need any information about me or the card decks that I use, all of that is in the description box below. And welcome back to all of my subscribers, and thank you so much for anyone who is new to the channel, just visiting. So glad to have you here. I hope you have been doing great. I do invite you to reach out, hit the subscribe button, and join the Dragon family, and also do give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know that you enjoyed this content. So everyone, all my fishies, this is a beautiful full moon, especially for you because you are a fellow water sign. I always think that the full moon in Cancer is one of the nicest full moons of the year, even though of course it's very emotional, as all full moons are. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and so when the moon is in Cancer, it's just it's like it's meant to be. It's a very beautiful energy. So what's coming up for you, Pisces, is that, obviously a lot of things surrounding home, family, the dynamic of where you live, what you call home, what you feel is home, nostalgia, sentimentality, all of that stuff comes to the surface. And for you, it's lighting up your universal fifth house of Leo. So that moon being in that Leo house, that really activates not only things about home, but also things about like connections with children if you have them, connections with your pets, your little fur babies as I call them if you have them. Any kind of energy of this is very, very highlighted. Or if you have a partner that has kids, or somehow you're connected to either child or animal energy, that's very strong. Leo is also a super creative sign. So that house really activates you feeling more creative than ever, more inspired to manifest something of beauty. If you are, an artist of any kind, whether it's, like the actual arts, like, painting, drawing, acting, singing, music, you're really going to get a lot of a boost from this particular full moon. If you're using your artistic vision in some other way, no matter what job you have, because I believe creativity can be really brought to any area of life, it will also go a long way to bring that creativity. It's also, Leo is a fun kind of sign. It's up, it's optimistic, it's ruled by the sun. And so this can bring a bigger boost of optimism, more positivity, and just a reminder, Pisces, to have more playtime, to have more fun in your daily life, especially if things have been hard, if you've been struggling with things. It's like it's that reminder from the universe to say, hey, I'll lighten up just a little bit, Pisces. Ooh, this card just flipped out as I was talking, and it says the answers you need are coming. So yes, that's a good portent for your reading coming up here. Also, Pisces, I would just mention that Venus, the planet of relationships, love, and social interactions, is going into your sign on January 13th. So this is going to be very positive for all my Pisces out there. And that lasts almost a month. So it'll be there through, you know, kind of that beginning, middle of February. So enjoy this, Pisces. It will be a beautiful time for you to get out and about, to socialize, to see friends, and perhaps even improve your relationships or meet somebody new. So let's go ahead and dig into your cards, because they're obviously popping to get going. Oh my goodness. We're going to pull from the Moonology deck and also from several tarot decks, and we're going to do a past, present, and future column. So, you know, these full moon energies, they usually last about a month. They're very strong from, you know, full moon to full moon. So you will feel the effects of this full moon for that period of time. But I will also say that this particular one has a lot of gravity, because the flip side of this one is the full moon and lunar eclipse that we had last year, 2019, July 16th, was the full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn, which is the flip side, the opposite sign of the full moon lunar eclipse that we now have in Cancer. So this could be really pulling back all the way to last July. So think back 6 months, Pisces. You know, what was going on during that July around that lunar eclipse that we had that month? Because that's really going to give a lot of, like, you know, real life information to you about what this could be, you know, culminating in. And I would say these lunar eclipses are very much like the feminine release of energy. It's like letting go of anything that doesn't work for you anymore, healing things that need to be healed, and, you know, restoring and, you know, reconciling things as well. So it's a lot to take in, and we will be having yet again another lunar eclipse with a Capricorn moon in July. So it's like, this is really like these bookends that happen, of energy coming through, back and forth, back and forth. So let's go ahead and get into it, Pisces. Dear angels, dear divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the sun, moon, Venus, and rising sign of Pisces as we do their Cancer full moon reading for January 2020. And please protect their energy while we're doing this reading, and my own as well, and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, so we were just talking about Leo, and a Leo card showed up. What a surprise. So here we go. Don't let pride get in the way. Full moon in Leo. This is from the past energy. So as we're going into this time right now, you know, it's really giving almost like a foretelling. It's like, you know, don't let pride get in the way. Don't let other people's ego deter you from getting to the bottom of things and seeing them for who they truly are. That full moon energy of Leo will actually be with us next month, because next month is the Aquarius month, so the full moon will be in Leo. This could also be saying, you know, that could be an important full moon for you as well, Pisces. But I'd say that over this last 30 days, last 6 months, something to do with pride, whether it's your own pride or someone else's pride or ego, definitely came up, and it was an issue. It was definitely something that was an issue over this cycle. Okay, so over top of that, we have the egg moon, which is trust. So for a lot of my Pisces out there, this did have to do with a relationship, because we have the two ducks. The ducks mate for life, you know, so this has to do perhaps for some of you with a life partner, somebody you may be married to. That could very well be. It also could be, of course, for some Pisces, somebody that you might be considering for a life partnership, somebody that you're really thinking about marrying, and maybe this ego or this pride, you know, really came up, and it was like, oh man, I don't know, can I go forward with this? But the egg moon is saying, you know, to trust spirit, trust the divine, And you are a very spiritual sign, a very trusting sign. So Pisces, a lot of you do have an easier time with that feeling of trust and, going with the flow and letting the divine work things out in its own timing. Because that is the egg moon. I'm going to check my little full moon chart. Let's see. The egg moon is the April full moon. So that will be, that'll be the full moon in Libra, right? Yeah. So when that comes up, think about the month of April. That could also have significance for you there. So let's get into some tarot. I would also point out that the number on that trust card, the egg moon card, was 32. 32 adds up to 5, and 5 is the Leo. 5, Leo is the 5th sign of the zodiac. So absolutely, there's some Leo pride coming up around whatever the situation from the past was here for you, Pisces. So on top of that, 10 of crystals. So, this is the same as the 10 of pentacles, stability, attainment. We have that alligator spirit there, which I really love because it's a very solid energy that's also very connected to the earth and the water. The 10 of pentacles is like an ultimate, beautiful outcome kind of card. So Pisces, even though this pride issue is coming up, it's like, there's still a lot of really good things there, and some of you might be really struggling with it. It's kind of like, even though, this ego, this pride thing is a thing, these arguments that come as a source of it, it's like there's still so much that's solid. So let's pull a clarifier for that 10 of crystals, please. And yeah, 2 of Wands. So to me, Pisces, you could be having a very fiery, new, strong beginning coming back around. Maybe with somebody. This could even be related to work as well because it is a pentacle card. So if this is like a coworker or kind of a boss situation, I've had a Leo boss before in my life, and that's not easy sometimes because they can really roar at you, and it's like, but this could be a thing where, you decide whether or not, it's like, okay, weighing the pros and the cons here. And this could definitely bring back a brand new beginning. And Aries is associated with this card, with this 2 of Wands. So again, that egg moon, that's the Aries time of year. And look at this, we're going into the present right now. So look at this full moon in Aries energy coming up. This is what you're bringing in right now around this full moon in Cancer, is this Aries energy. And it says a fiery climax approaches. So to me, that's like, brand new beginnings, brand new starts, could be birthing, especially in the springtime, and that's not that far away. So let's look at top, on top of this, we've got from the Queen of the Moon, we've got the acceptance card, waxing crescent. This could be apologies. This could be connections. 2 people that were from opposite ends of the spectrum seemingly coming back together and, getting along. But to me, because it's a waxing energy, not a waxing, I'm sorry. I thought it was waning. It's waxing. So this is building. And look at the butterflies, all around their hands. It's like there is something that's being, transformed. There is something that's coming back to fullness. This card, I cannot help but reminds me a little bit of 2 of Cups. I have a deck where the 2 of Cups is like the 2 hands coming together. And it's so similar. So, this could be Pisces, this could be an old soulmate, old twin flame kind of energy. Somebody that, you've been really kind of missing or feel like, gosh, I wish I could just, we could get back together and do it right this time. That could be coming in for some of you. And for others, this could be something very new because look at that 4 on top of there. It's a 4 card. This is a 4 year. It's all about laying those solid foundations, Pisces. And if a relationship or a situation isn't solid for you, then it's not for you. But this is saying, look at this. Something bright, something bold is coming in. And here's the Queen of Shells on top of that. The Queen of Cups, peace and compassion. She's very aligned with Scorpio, but also with Cancer and Pisces. She doesn't always show exactly everything she's feeling. She does, play more intuitive with her emotions and lets it out when it's got to be let out. But this is saying, Pisces, with that energy of acceptance, it's like if somebody comes to you with their heart on their sleeve and they apologize for something, or they really, show you the result of their work, and they tell you, look, no, it's going to be different this time. I have changed my ways. I'm turning things around and I'm back on a better track. You may want to let them in. You may want to give them a second chance, but as always, you have free will and you should do what feels and seems right to you, not just because it came up in a card reading, okay? So let's pull a clarifier for that Queen of Cups. And Eight of Swords comes up. So look at that with the Canis Major energy. This is Gemini, this is Venus. So to me, Eight of Swords is always about getting yourself unstuck, Pisces. And so if you have felt really stuck, especially in a hurt feeling, a hurt emotional feeling, this is saying you have the ability, you have the intellect, you have the wisdom and the intelligence to get yourself unstuck from that situation, because you might have felt like your hands have been tied for a while on this something, Pisces, and it's like now you're starting to see, hopefully it's like this is clearing the air and saying, it's time to release yourself. You don't have to be trapped by anyone or anything going forward. You can make the decisions that you want to make, and look at what's coming forward from the future. So, this is over the next 30 days, the next 6-month cycle. From this full moon, the energy is gaining momentum, another waxing moon card. So there is a lot of building here going on, Pisces. This is not, so much a time to release or let go as it is a time to probably reconcile or gain some kind of either healing or closure, or, just a feeling of, understanding things better. And then on top of that, we've got fruition, harvest moon. This is all coming very full circle for you. That harvest moon is the energy. Let's see. Some people call September the harvest moon and some people call it October. But I would call it probably, September to October. It's kind of that time of the harvest and the autumn. So, sometime in September, like late September to late October, could really be, seeing the complete fruition of something very big. And look at this, 10 of Acorns, 10 of Wands, responsibility, dedication. This is a burdensome cycle, finally coming to a conclusion, finally coming to an end. You've stayed very much on course, and the more that you, stick to what you know is right, the more that you are patient with the day-to-day process of working through whatever it is that's troublesome to you right now, you're going to get there. You're going to get through this, and it's going to be, a great new energy building off of what's happening right now. And look at that, Prince of Pentacles, Knight of Earth. Like I said, Pisces, this is very good energy for you coming through. The Knight of Pentacles always gets to the finish line, always makes it to where he's going. So yes, a very strong energy. Let's see, that is mostly aligned with Virgo and Mercury. So use your mind, use your routines, build good routines for yourself going forward from this full moon, and it will definitely pay off, not just, emotionally or materially, but also, in your personal health and well-being. So let's pull a Hero's Journey Oracle card for you and see what message is coming through to wrap up your reading. And Pisces, very beautiful. Oh my goodness. So look at this. You are invited. Aquarius had this same card here. It's about showing up and opening up. So it's like, get ready, be present, and keep an open mind, keep an open heart. This is a number 9. You may be more welcome than you think. You might think, oh, somebody really doesn't like me. Somebody really doesn't love me that much anymore, but you might be wrong. They might just really be waiting for you to make the first move, or at least to be very open to their moves. And look on the bottom of the deck. Celebrate the sacred gap, giving thanks for buffer time. So Aquarius had this on their bottom of their deck too, which is very interesting. You might have a connection with somebody with Aquarius in their chart or an Aquarius sun sign because of that. Very, very interesting. But to me, that says, you know, if you've been separated from someone for a while, if you've had to have time away from them for whatever reason, maybe you live long distance or something like that, but if that's, you know, what you're going through, especially for those Pisces out there that are in that, this is saying be thankful, be grateful for that time apart, that you've needed this to heal some things in your life. So absolutely, just a gorgeous reading, Pisces. I really, really like this for you. I hope you have a beautiful Cancer full moon, and I'll be seeing you very soon. Take care.